Hello my brothers and sisters, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you always know when I post a new upload. And if you're returning, hello and welcome back. I'm really sorry, but the last video I did for this, it's been corrupted for some reason, so I've just had to redo it again. So I'm terribly sorry that I uploaded a corrupted video which just completely went silent in some parts of it, so typical. Anywho, in this review I will be reviewing the Travelodge chain in the UK. The Travelodge is basically a bed and breakfast. In some places in the country, like some Travelodges in the country, have a cafe attached to the chain which offer a really delicious full English breakfast. And obviously a range of cold breakfasts as well, like cereal, and they can even let you do a sandwich as well, which is really nice. Some of these travel lodges across the UK, they have what they call a breakfast box, which you just head down to the 24-hour reception desk and just ask for your breakfast box. Take it upstairs to your room, and inside you'll have a bowl of cornflakes, a milk carton, and also a flapjack. Like a protein bar as well as a really delicious chocolate pastry, and of course a carton of orange juice, and it was actually really filling. So the Travelodge industry has they've really improved over the years, in my opinion. They've really smartened themselves up. The rooms are a lot more spacious, they're very business-like, they're very elegant, and very quaint as well. And most places just come with a really good power shower, and then some of them comes with a bathtub and a shower. If you have a preference, just let the reception desk know, and they'll put you in a room where there's one available. And as you can see, it's quite spacious. I mean, I've never ever gone to a Travelodge where I couldn't swing a cat around. It was just nice and spacious. It was nicely laid out. The beds were always comfortable, it was very clean. The first thing I do when I enter any hotel is to check the bathroom. I don't know about you, but I do not like a dirty bathroom, and it really puts me off. And I've never walked into a Travelodge and thought, oh my god. I've always walked into a nice, clean, well prepared and just fresh hotel room with the Travelodge. They've always had a very good car park too. It's always been free. The ones I've stayed in has always been free. I know that there's some cities in the UK where the car park's not free, so do watch out for those. They also come with 24-hour surveillance, so again, it's always being watched and monitored in case of anything. With my motorbike, of course, basically I always had good parking, always had somewhere to park for my motorbike, and I've never really had any issues so far, touch wood. Gosh, it's definitely an 8 out of 10 for me. I would score the Travelodge a good 8 out of 10. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's cost effective. It does what you need it to do, and the breakfasts are actually quite delicious too. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, do share in the comment section below if you've stayed in the Travelodge and it's not been up to your standards, and why. Obviously, these rooms come with a nice tea and coffee facilities. During COVID, obviously you'd have to go down to reception desk to collect this, and it comes in a big old bag, and they just literally throw everything in there, and they literally just can't give you enough. I've always met such polite, friendly staff in the Travelodge. They seem to employ really lovely, polite and helpful people. When I was staying in Lincoln, we were heading towards the hotel very late in the evening. A storm come in. It was raining cats and dogs. It was absolutely horrendous. Like, I had to have my visor up because it kept clouding up and I couldn't see, and it felt like someone had held a hose full power in my face. Thankfully my glasses didn't fog up, so thank you Tesco's for providing very good glasses, because if that kept happening I'd have been in serious trouble. So that night I was quite in fear for my life. I was looking around thinking, oh my god, we cannot see 3 metres ahead of us. There's no cat's eyes on the road near Lincoln countryside for some reason. I don't know whether they need to redo them, but when I went round back in October in 2020, there was no cat's eyes. It was pitch black, countryside, no lights anywhere but my motorbike. It was crazy. I made it to the hotel. I ran inside and said, please check me in. And the girl at the desk said, oh my god, you're late. And she just took one look at me and said, you got to get stuff at all? And I was like, yeah, I've got to get stuff off my motorbike. She said, let me get the umbrella and I'll help you. And I was like, oh my god, you absolute star. Sadly, I've forgotten the lady's name, but she was just so kind, and she was compassionate enough to hold the umbrella whilst I'm trying to get my saddlebags off my motorbike, my obviously my snap bag that you can see there. I was just trying to get everything off my bike, and then obviously I still stuck my my motorbike cover over the top because it's just to protect the electrics from getting wet and stop the moisture getting in. It's just to protect the bike. And the obviously the cover also acts as like a form of camouflage for some reason. People just don't seem to notice it, which is strange. But anywho, that lady in Lincoln Travelodge was absolutely fantastic. She even moved me to another room because I found the bathtub that I was in, the room that I was in, had a hole in it, and I was like, I really don't want to have a shower, and that linked down to the downstairs room below me, and so she helped me move into another room, bless her. And it was definitely a lovely place to stay. I highly recommend staying in these travel lodges. The Travelodge hotels that I've stayed in the UK so far is the one in Dover, Colchester and Fearing, Lincoln, Thorpe on the Hill, York, Layerthorpe, Newcastle, Gothorpe, and obviously Shrewsbury in the Baston Hill part of Shrewsbury, and they've never let me down. Absolutely never let me down. If I was on TripAdvisor, this would definitely be a 4 out of 5 for me. That's my opinion. But do comment below if you had any experiences with Travelodge, any good, bad, just let me know. But I highly recommend a Travelodge. It does what it needs to do, and I've always had a pleasant sleep. I've never been in a room where I could hear everything next door, which is always a good thing. Last thing you want is noisy neighbours next door bashing about, playing music and their TV. There's some hotels I've stayed in the UK where you could literally hear their TV into the next room and they haven't even got it on high. So I've never had that issue here with Travelodge. I've always had a nice quiet sleep, no rowdiness, no nothing. And you know what, the 24-hour reception desk is actually very handy. If you run out of tea, if you're like my parents for example, they love their cups of tea, and 4 packets of tea is never enough for them. They literally have 2 in the night and then 2 in the morning each. So, but honestly, you just run down to the reception desk and they'll literally just give you loads. They honestly do. They just give you a load, and they're just so lovely. Oh my god, that photo. That's the photo of me surviving that trip to the Lincoln Travelodge. Funny enough, with all that rain hitting my face, my makeup somehow survived. Don't ask me how, I have no idea, but Maybelline New York, you are doing well. So this is my review for the Travelodge chain. I really enjoy staying in a Travelodge. It does what it says on the tin. I can't say that enough. And do let me know in the comments below if you stayed in a Travelodge. Let us know what you think of the chain, how you think it's improved over the years. I have heard some horror stories in the past about the Travelodge industry, but they seem to have really taken on board the comments and feedback they've got from their obviously their customers. Excuse me. And yeah, I believe they've took those they've took that feedback on board, and they've really like vamped it up and made it more presentable and more cozy in a way. I mean, I always found it cozy, and I must admit the radiators in the room are fantastic. Dried my clothes out brilliantly after a torrential rain type storm. So again, do comment below, and I hope you enjoyed this little short video. I hope it's short. God, I can talk for England, as you know. And I just want to say a big Happy New Year. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas, and I'm really sorry that I haven't had any road footage being posted lately because my Adobe Pro is currently being updated by the customer services. I'm getting the new update on my laptop just before they release, and they said that should clear up the fault with my exporting link. So I have like 5 videos ready to go to be exported, so fingers crossed that would all be fixed by the end of this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.